Hello and welcome to the post-match reaction to Reading 3, Bournemouth 1. Yes! It doesn't get much better than that, Alex. What a night and what a performance from the team.
We are fucking brilliant, aren't we? Let's be honest. 3-1 and we absolutely dominated them from start to finish. Not even, there was no moment in that game where we looked like losing at all. It was brilliant. Whole team played fantastic. Massive commendations, McIntyre, Laurent, who else? Everybody really, but those two really stood out to me tonight.
Yes, I totally agree with you. You can't pick out anyone who had below a 7 out of 10 tonight, at least, wasn't it? I mean, we now sit fourth in the league. We've got 47 points after 26 games. We are so close to automatic promotion now. We are in that chase, aren't we, Alex?
Yeah, I mean, Swansea, look out. We're not that far behind you now. Norwich, maybe a little bit further behind Norwich, but we are there. We are in that promotion chase now. We are looking up rather than down, definitely.
Let's just talk through those goals. Some of them were just beautifully scrappy, weren't they? We look at that first one for Josh Laurent, and I love those ugly goals.
Gotta love it. Yeah, the ugly ones are the best ones, aren't they? Yeah, the shot from McIntyre, I was gutted it didn't go in. I had him at 50-1 for first goal scorer, but he comes up straight after with his goal later on. But Laurent straight there with the rebound and going 1-0 up, it was just so important today. And then obviously McIntyre with the second goal as well. Just brilliant to see him getting on the score sheet again. Like just how many goals is that he scored this season? Is that 2 now? I think he's had at least one off the line as well. So
and he almost scored at Preston last week, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
he's become such a threat going forwards now at set pieces. It's fantastic to see him being able to actually look like he's gonna score some goals for us. And then the third goal, obviously, I mean, Lucas Shaw, what can you say?
The Lucas Shaw one was typical Lucas, wasn't it? Lovely feet there, nice pass in there from Ovie Ejaria, but he's still got a lot of work to do. Yes, we did stick at the 10-0, but my favourite moment in that game has to be the moment when Cook is completely turned around and falls on his own ass.
Just on his floor. He's just on the floor, isn't he? He must have been sitting there thinking, how many years have I got left until I have to retire? I cannot deal with playing with Lucas Shaw anymore.
So enjoyable seeing that and just the beauty of that. And we even had the chance earlier from John Swift, which he missed, but it doesn't matter now, does it?
Yeah, there was at least 2 or 3 others. Elise put a chance wide from, 20 yards. Mayte had a chance at the end. Estevez had a chance at the end. We could have had 5 or 6 tonight, and I don't think Bournemouth could have complained. We looked really, really good. And how many times can you say that in a big game, like in the past 5, 6, 7 years, Reading have had a big game and come through it looking like the better team.
Didn't have got his shirt from Harry Hill. It was a bit like that, wasn't it? Oh dear. You've got to love it tonight, haven't you? 3-1 win. So long since we beat Bournemouth, and we just completely dominated them for most of that game. Second half, had more, but it doesn't matter. We got the win.
This point from Matt as well. Wilshere, Solanke, Cook, Brooks. These are all massive Premier League players last season. They are proper Premier League players, and we walked all over them.
Yeah,
absolutely walked all over them.
Yeah, he's right there. So good for Lucas Shaw after the missed penalty last week, but.
We won't talk about the free kick which they scored. I think Lucas might not want to see that one back, but
and Semedo. That was poor from both of them. But we're going to move on from the negatives of that because we have got an incredible win tonight. Just because of confidence is not who we're playing. It's because we now believe that we can do it. It's been so long as a Reading fan since we've had that genuine excitement, Alex, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, as Coney said, revenge month. This is it. Like we are on a roll. What's that? 6 games now unbeaten, 3 wins, 3 draws, and we've got who next week? Stoke City next week, and then Brentford. Those 2 games. How can you not go into them thinking we could get 6 points from them now? Like I don't think there's anybody in the league who we should be afraid of anymore. This team is really, really good. And like if you can't get excited now at this point, Don't bother watching. This is like just one of the best seasons we've had for what must be best part of a decade, and yeah, it's fantastic to watch.
Yeah, Stoke, we need to get them back for that 3-0 win that they had at the Medeski. Come on, we need to get that one. Revenge month. We talked about it. Redemption month. It's coming, isn't it? We are killing off these teams that got it over us early in the season, and we are now seeing such a strong team at the moment. I mean, we got Yaku Mate coming off the bench. I mean, this is what you want.
And the thing is, Mate took Mate what 60 seconds before he had his first chance today.
Yeah.
And I mean, he stuck it into the side netting when he probably should have passed it. But you can tell he came on and he was desperate to get a goal. And once he's back in the lineup, I fully expect to see him just absolutely flying back into the form.
Yeah, it's just brilliant to see, and just loving it. It would be amazing if we could be there. But we can't,
you know what else, Paul? I don't even think this is our top end squad, is it? Liam Moore sitting there in the Sky Studio tonight. He's our captain. Andy Yeardon comes off the bench. He's our number one right back. Yaku Mate comes off the bench.
Yeah,
I mean, like, it's incredible. We're putting these performances together with not a makeshift team, but it's not our first choice 11, is it? Let's be honest.
Still got George Puskas to come back in as well.
I didn't even. You know what? Puskas. I didn't even remember Puskas. That's how impressed we how impressive we look.
Yeah. No, it's amazing, isn't it, what we got? And everyone just backing up what you're saying there, Alex. We've got so much competition in the squad now. It's really great to see. So just enjoy that. Enjoy that tonight. And the team this is not a fake team. This is not fake news, as somebody once famously said recently. This is real news for Reading FC, and we are there for the whole chase now. I wouldn't even worry about finishing outside the playoffs. We're going to do that. It's just a matter now if we can get automatic. And I think we're in that chase completely. So thank you for watching. And we're going to go and record the podcast now.
Come on, you are.